That means this game is huge. It's a lot easier playing knowing you're one win away from moving on as opposed to one loss from packing it up and heading home.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching for the speedster, D. Gordon. This guy has world-class speed, guys. He can fly. I love watching him run. So if you like watching a guy take over a game with his legs, he's your guy.
Here's D. Gordon now. He will lead this one off today.
Center fielder, D. Gordon.
First pitch on its way. And our first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one, and we're underway in Minneapolis. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Blue skies forecasted this afternoon, 58 degrees here at first pitch. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Soft liner out toward left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Gordon gets his lead at first, nobody out. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Grossman giving chase, one away. Here's Didi Gregorius. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, he's got 3 base hits in 22 tries. From the stretch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Mauer. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Yankees nothing. Twins coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting second, third baseman, Joe.
So coming to the plate, Joe Mauer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's one hit softly down the line in left, but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Broxton's on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third baseman, Miguel Cano.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Gray has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Horton is after it, and that retires the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3, and this is still a... So digging in now, Gary Sanchez. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You've got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball squirts by him, resulting in a double. That's the danger of leaving your feet in the outfield.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Sanchez stands at second with no outs. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first in time, one away. Here's big Aaron Judge. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, batting .500, 5 for 10. 2 of those hits were for home runs. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a drive by Judge, deep left field. And that's a home run into the top tank. All rise, Aaron Judge, a 2-run shot. His first homer so far in the series, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Here's Miguel Andujar now, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Here's Tyler Austin now, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And now a slider in there. Third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Keon Broxton puts a pair on the board with that long ball. His second home run of the series. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
Well, that's the second home run of the inning, and their lead grows bigger. It's like a runaway train on a downhill slope right now. And the other guys are trying to throw twigs in the spokes to stop it.
Center fielder, number 11.
In now, D. Gordon.
Gordon.
No balls and 1 strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Windup and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
0-2.
The 0-2 delivery. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base-stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
Stepping up to the plate, Gleyber Torres. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
A dive, but he's back. 4 runs here in this half inning. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And prior to the 0-2, a move to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Yankees 4 and the Twins nothing. Here's Brian Dozier now. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He hits at a .364 clip. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Into the corner and slicing foul. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Now it would be the Minnesota DH, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
Batting fifth.
Stepping in, Eddie Rosario. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here's a huge swing by Rosario and a deep drive to right field. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
First offering on its way. And that one stayed up a little high. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Now the 2-0 home. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
2 out, nobody on. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Here's Robbie Grossman. He's set. Here it comes. Favorable call in there for a strike. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
The next 0-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. But the Twins at least do get 1 back on this solo home run. We've played 2. It's now a 4-1 game. Downtown Minneapolis skyscrapers as we continue our coverage on MLB Network. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Didi Gregorius. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1-0 the count. The 1-0. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as they stretch the lead to 5-1. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the fourth to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitters are on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate. This offense, both offenses, are taking advantage.
0-1 the count. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here, nobody out. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Hit down the third baseline. Sano takes it in. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here's big Aaron Judge. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rosario is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's 4 for 11. He also has 1 home run.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-1 to Jason Castro. Castro, a California-born ball player who was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Count still at 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Miguel Andujar. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. First delivery to him on the way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Up next for the
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. Scorched to third. And that's through into left, a base hit.
now batting.
Next for New York, Keon Broxton. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I heard so many pitchers in my career in the dugout talk about you're only 1 pitch away from getting out of a nasty situation. This is perfect right here. A strikeout or a double play, and he can get right back in control of this inning.
Behind 0-2 now. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, D. Gordon. Now a look and a throw back to second. Don't want to forget about it. Here comes the first pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Buxton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And that misses for ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And it's fouled away. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And that one just missed outside.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. He's set, and the payoff pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no error. Here's Miguel Sano. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Gray into his motion, coming at him with the 0-1. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
And he will take strike 3 called. He's got another one. 5 straight strikeouts, and that's the first out of the inning.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Fastball in there for a called strike. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that's in there. Base hit. Throwing to second. Not in time. And he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you could see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Two-run blast to straightaway right field, his second home run of the series, and it's a 5-3 game now. Into the box, Eddie Rosario.
Very rarely, Matt, do you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at-bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco. Gray ready with the 0-1. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get two. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. But two-run score for the Twins, both coming on this two-run home run. Here's Didi Gregorius. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-2. Fouled off. Again, he sends it out of play. Now another 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Fouled away. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning. So stepping in, Gary Sanchez. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone all the way into the upper deck. A 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. His second home run of the series as it is now 7-3. Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound, and he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave after working just 4 innings, and this was not the kind of start he was looking for, I'm quite sure. Tyler Duffy, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Tyler Duffy. Now batting,
Giancarlo Stanton now.
Giancarlo.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. A bouncer to the left side, and Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Now batting, Aaron Judge. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here comes the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Stanton aboard here at first with nobody out. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. And this is fouled at the plate. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Comes set with the 0-1. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. The Dozier for 1. On to Mauer. It's a double play.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here's Tyler Austin now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 2-run shot to left center. His first homer so far in the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Castro has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 9 and the Twins 3. Digging in the switch hitter, Robbie Grossman. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Gray's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Standing in now, Jason Castro. As here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. It seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and the big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Byron Buxton. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Three and 0 now. Joe Mauer would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Buxton ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike 1. The next 3-2. And another foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. Still way back. It's 9-3. Here's D. Gordon now. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Rosario arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
In now, Gleyber Torres. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Hot shot down the line. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop,
Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. And strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. So here's Joe Mauer. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Gray into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And a fastball just a bit high.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
Well hit to right, but foul. The 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Ready for another shot now. Miguel Sano. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's set and the pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Mauer on at first, nobody out. Outside with the fast. Count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3. Brian Dozier waits on deck. The 3-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ripped down the first base line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Here's Brian Dozier now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard but foul. Gray ready with the 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here it comes. 0-2. Smoke toward the hole. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And there's out number 2.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in, and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 2 out with the man at first. Hit out towards second. Torres picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota. Still way back. It's 9-3. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Digging in and looking for more, Gary Sanchez. The numbers against Tyler Duffy, small sample, a perfect 1-for-1.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
High pop-up. Polanco is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Giancarlo Stanton now. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Belted high and deep into right center. Grossman going back on it, and it's gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. His first homer here in the series, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Here's big Aaron Judge. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Line drive, base hit down the line.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the 1-0. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
2-0 count. Here it comes. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here's Tyler Austin now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Andujar leads off second with one gone in the inning. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Runners are at first and second with one away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Step on the back for one. On to Mauer. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning stretch upcoming here in the Twin Cities. The Yankees lead it 11-3. Ready once again, Eddie Rosario. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Low for ball 1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He was a double play victim last time around. The 1-0 delivery. That's a tough take.
Counts 1-1.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Counts even, 2-2 for Polanco.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Gray sets, 2-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a little tapper. He stays alive, still 2-2.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Another 2-2 offering. Popped him up. And that's in there, base hit. And there's one down now.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all for Sonny Gray. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Chad Green enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Here's Robbie Grossman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. This one is launched. Look at this. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. His first homer so far in the series, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now. The catcher is in. He's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still only 1 out in the inning. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And As a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Here's Byron Buxton now. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. And a 2-out hit will bring Joe Mauer to the plate.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Joe Mauer. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
The batter, third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Now in the box, Miguel Sano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left. Buxton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Yankees are out in front, 11-5. Taylor Rogers enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Taylor Rogers.
Here's D. Gordon now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt at first pitch. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches. And if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day. And we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace. Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, D-Roll. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the white rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. But the runner's back easily. Gordon gets his lead at first, nobody out. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And again he'll snap one over to first, being especially careful here. Nobody out, runner on first. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. lifted in the air to straightaway center. Buxton moves over, one down. Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
1-1. Misses off the plate. Rogers, originally from the Centennial State of Colorado. He was selected in the 11th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Polanco ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. And he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Yanks leave 1. They're up big, however. It's 11-5. Ricardo Rodriguez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Ricardo Rodriguez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brian Dozier. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Number 2, Brian Dozier.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it caught the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
In now, Max Kepler, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Popped him up. There to take it is Gregorius for the first down.
The left fielder, number 20.
The next twin up, Eddie Rosario. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park, just like he did back in the second. From the stretch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Dozier, the runner at second with one away. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
The 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Grounder down the line at third. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two. Runner at second here with one man out. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, talk about having a day, Devo. He gets his fourth knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those four was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have five, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Runners are at first and third, one away. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. Run in. Here's a second runner around third. And a relay to the plate. And he's safe.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Jeff Samardzija answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble. Into the box now, Robbie Grossman. Lifted the other way out to left center. Broxton's on his horse. 2 down. And the throw in gets away from him. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a nice job to track that one down in the alley, because it definitely saved the run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. No hits for him yet in the game, despite his team's offensive onslaught. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Men on third with 2 down. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the 9th now in game 3. It's the Yankees 11 and the Twins 7. Fernando Rodney enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
Most good breaking ball hitters will hit good breaking balls. In that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch that was down in the zone, and he handled it really nice.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. This one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And that one just missed outside. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Grossman ranging forward. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Aaron Judge will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Rodney, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's a 17-year big league vet, so I think you could say he's just about seen it all.
Yeah, you said it, Matty. Nothing else has to be said. In order to stay in this game 16 years, you have to be a great talent, great teammate, and have the ability to adjust and evolve as a player, so hats off to him.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. Miguel Andujar will be next. The 3-1 pitch. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Digging in, Miguel Andujar, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. First offering on its way, and that misses. Ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. He is in there for the second strike. The 2-2. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Judge stands at first with 1 out. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Trevor May enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 65, Trevor May.
Tyler Austin will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Liner toward right center. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
That'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The 0-1 on its way. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's D. Gordon now. As he'll take a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Sent on the ground out to second. Rozier with a great stop. Touché, sir. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Standing in, Byron Buxton, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Byron Buxton.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sliders in for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Line toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the Twins have something brewing right away. It's a leadoff double.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
So here's Joe Mauer. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Gregorius is there, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's Miguel Sano, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Shot back up the middle. That's in there. Base hit. And to score, the runner from second. Well, due to the elite speed, some say he's in scoring position even when he's starting from first. And here Showtrack demonstrates why, as we see the incredible top speed as he came around to score pretty easily from second. Now to the plate, Brian Dozier. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. As a look, now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second home run of the game, as this lead has been sliced down to 2. It's over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Last time through was a base hit. The 0-1. And that's
taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Final strike for the Twins. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
(12-10) is the final score in this one. New York have taken a 2-1 series lead. Sonny Gray earns the victory on the mound. Jake Odorizzi allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
The winning pitcher is Sonny Gray. The save goes to Aroldis Chapman. The loss goes to Jake Odorizzi. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Our paid attendance at Target Field this afternoon, 40,000. A reminder that extra light rail trains from the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station beyond right field.